One thing a lot of celebrities find difficult to understand is that being in the spotlight means everything you do is going to be examined with a microscope, no matter how little you might think it is. Today, we're going to examine some of the celebrities, what actually happened, and where they are now. So relax and enjoy. Number 10, Adam Levine. Adam Levine, whose success includes several chart-topping hits and gold and platinum albums, has been very vocal about his dislike for the Russian prisoner-inspired tattoo on his right shoulder that he describes as a cauliflower with a sun in the middle of it. It's just despicable looking. Levine has yet to change the tattoo since he doesn't want to cover up any of his existing ink. Well, he was the one that paid for the tattoo and watched him put it on. And if he doesn't like it, he has the option of doing away with it. I'm not condemning the tattoo culture, but it's wrong to go overboard, and that's just what Adam has done. Number 9, Prince Andrew. One thing about these celebrities is that none of them ever thought their actions will have a lasting consequence on their careers. If they knew, maybe they would have acted differently. The case of Prince Andrew is not one that should be overlooked, especially when it has to do with sexual assault. From reports, Prince Andrew, the second son of Queen Elizabeth II, has been forced to relinquish his military titles and royal charities, a stinging rebuke by the British royal family, a day after a federal judge in New York allowed a sexual abuse case against him to go ahead. The palace said that Andrew, 61, who has been accused by Virginia Giuffre of raping her while she was a teenager, would also no longer use his title, His Royal Highness, a prized symbol of his status as a senior member of the royal family. In a terse statement, the palace said that Andrew would continue to not undertake any public duties and that he is defending this case as a private citizen. That may sound too much of a punishment, but the royal family has a name to defend, and they will go to any length to do that. Andrew, who is also known as the Duke of York, has denied Miss Giuffre's allegations, which date from a period in which he was friendly with a financier and a convicted sex predator, Jeffrey Epstein. The Duke's lawyers tried to get their lawsuit dismissed, but the judge, Lewis A. Kaplan, ruled against him on Wednesday. Let's see how it goes. At last, justice must surely prevail if he's not innocent. Number 8, Tom Cruise. Most times, it's best for celebrities to stay off certain campaigns or remain neutral in their opinions. Publicly campaigning for the Church of Scientology made Tom lose credibility. His embarrassing behavior on an episode of Oprah has solidified his reputation as an idiot. He's most recently involved in a huge controversy over the COS removing a video of him from the internet, which has led to a cracking group to attack the organization. Like I said before, the best would be remaining neutral. Tom didn't act like a wise person at all, or did they promise a position there? Who knows? Most celebrities can do anything for money. Number 7, J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling has an amazing life story that served as inspiration all around the world. You remember the Harry Potter series that she created, despite great adversity and rejection, stands as one of the most influential and powerful literary franchises in the world. Rowling really set herself up to have a tremendous legacy based on that work and her philanthropic endeavors. But Rowling has made a move that many fans are seeing as unforgivable. In one of her single tweets, she has been labeled a TERF and potentially destroyed her legacy for good. Rowling has been in the center of controversy recently as regards to her bigotry against transgender men and women. When you want to know what caused her to trend on Twitter again in 2020, just know that it's about the cis man who dresses as a woman and becomes a serial killer. This paints transgenders in a bad light and can effectively bring danger to the trans community, encouraging people to be transphobic and see them as villains even in the real world. Twitter users have pointed out that if JK was not aligned with her transphobic tweets, then it would have been just another Silence of the Lambs or Dress to Kill. Number 6, Kendall Jenner. One thing about what all these celebrities found themselves doing are things that they wish that they could take back, because once it happens, it's always very difficult for viewers to forget. And Kendall seems to find herself in this list. Most people presume models to be unintelligent, and Kendall Jenner sadly fed right into that stereotype. During the 2014 Billboard Awards, she was set to introduce the band 5 Seconds of Summer, but she mistakenly referred to them as One Direction. The kicker, she laughed about it, commented on how she was the worst reader referencing the teleprompter, and looked pretty bad overall. Though a lot of people laughed about it, that alone had a dent on her career. Number 5, Justin Bieber. Still on the list of 10 celebrities that ruined their career, the next one is Justin Bieber. In 2014, a video emerged that showed Justin making an extremely tasteless joke that was laden with the usage of the N-word. This was the same time that a separate video emerged which featured him joking about joining the Ku Klux Klan. Well, fans can forgive you for anything, but not a racist video. Number 4, Stephen Anthony Lawrence. Stephen Anthony Lawrence had the world at his feet at the beginning of his career when he landed the role of Bernard Bean's Aaron Buren in the smash hit Disney show Even Stevens. Although the role only lasted a couple of years, Lawrence had a pretty successful run starring in other shows such as That's So Raven, Married with Children, and featured films Cheaper by the Dozen and Kicking and Screaming, to name but a few. All in all, Stephen had a promising career starring him in The Face, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out that way. In 2015, fans started posting pictures of Lawrence in his latest role as Santa's helper at Sun Valley Mall. Many people found it difficult to recognize him because he was definitely aged so much that it's not hard to see why the 27-year-old actor is out of work. Anyway, let's hope that there's enough jobs to the North Pole to keep him going for a while. Number 3, Iggy Azalea. Iggy's case is that of a foundation built on troubles and fights. Iggy Azalea reportedly set herself up for failure by building a foundation on a lot of feuds and deception. After Iggy moved to the United States from Australia, she settled in Miami and started scouting for a name for herself in the music industry. She was able to play some small to large clubs in the American South and had enough in her pockets at the time to leave some resonant sounds in the audience's ears. But then she took to Twitter and started beefing with well-known names in the industry, most notably Nicki Minaj. Well, the rest, they say, is history. Number 2, Julianne Rose Morelli. A lot of children born in the 80s and 90s should be familiar with Julianne. Julianne Morelli was arrested several times for prostitution and drugs throughout her acting life. Although many have called this false information, Morelli herself claims to have never been arrested at all because of her personality, let alone for offenses such as these, a debunked false story, or just a crafty cover-up from this child actress. Who knows, but we'll be watching this space. Celebrities ought not to get caught in such cases, and it's unfortunate Julianne dabbled into such. Britney Spears. Britney has had more scandals than most of these celebrities listed here. From her messy breakup with Justin Timberlake due to alleged infidelity, to her very public mental breakdown where she shaved her head, it has not really been easy for Britney. Due to substance abuse issues, she lost custody of her children to her ex-husband, dancer Kevin Federline, and bounced in and out of rehab. Although Britney has carried on making music for the entirety of her career, many still fear the singer will have a tragic end for the moment. From all the indications, she seems to be doing pretty well. She just finished a residency in Las Vegas and is posting numerous photos of her post-workout bod on Instagram. For more of these interesting videos, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay tuned.